Hey, you out there?
Hi.
Hey, let me finish brushing my teeth real fast, okay?
What happened?
I got crap stuck in my teeth.
Your feet.
We were watching from the next room on the monitor as Robert Lyons came into the backyard and started to open the sliding door to come into the kitchen.
Just hang out at the kitchen counter for a second, okay?
What happened?
Do you want a drink or something?
No, it's okay.
All right, just hang out at the counter. I gotta go get my shirt on.
Hang on, try.
Sit down at the counter for a second. I gotta go get my shirt on.
He was leery, suspicious, and sneaky looking. You know, he kind of looks in and peers around, and as it turned out, Lyons had good reason to be suspicious. It wasn't his first time down this path.
Robert Lyons and his lewd or lascivious acts with a child 14 or 15 years old. So, same sort of sex crime. Robert Emmett Lyons. What's crazy is he says check this out, he says in the chat that he is 28, right?
Right.
Yeah, ain't no 28.
There's no way he's 28.
In fact, he was 68 years old. Now, we see a lot of fibbing online about ages, but it's usually 5 or 10 years. You know, not 40 years.
This is his picture, right? That's his sex offender registry picture. It's the same guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is the same.
When you think that this guy had just recently pleaded guilty to having sex with an underage boy, that he had the guts to tell somebody who was 40 years younger than he really was, and then to follow through on the chat by actually showing up, I mean, it's stunning. What was your plan here today, Robert?
No plan.
No plan at all. You know, I've got the transcripts of your conversation here.
I'm sorry?
I've got the transcripts of your conversation here. You say to him, I'll be your girlfriend and you be my boyfriend, huh? He says, are you a girl? You say, nah, sometimes I wish I really was. He says, what do you wear? You say, panties, bra. It's a pretty sexually charged conversation, Robert, to have with a 13-year-old boy. What conclusion am I to draw from this?
Just conversation that probably was offhanded.
What it sounds like, Robert, is that you wanted to come here to have a sexual liaison with a 13-year-old boy.
No, that was not my intention.
What was your intention?
Just to talk, whatever.
The problem, Robert, is that your history would contradict that, given the fact that you are a registered sex offender. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
And what were you convicted of before?
Lewd conduct.
Lewd conduct. Specifically, what was that conduct?
With a minor.
With a minor. What did you do with a minor?
Sexual.
Sexual. In what way sexual?
There was intercourse.
Intercourse. So you had intercourse with a underage boy.
Yes.
Even though we do as much background research as we can on these guys, there are still certain things that you only find out once you're face to face and you can have a discussion. So you were convicted of that. How long were you in prison?
I'm sorry?
How long were you in prison for that offense?
I wasn't in prison.
You weren't in prison. You got probation?
Correct.
How long were you on probation?
I'm still on probation.
You're still on probation now. So you're on probation for having sex with a boy, how old?
15.
15. And now you're in this house to meet a 13-year-old boy. How does that look, Robert?
I didn't know he was 13.
He said so. He was just coming over to talk and hang out. He was not going to deviate from the script one bit. He was going to stick to his story until the bitter end. What would have happened if I wasn't here, Robert?
I don't know. We probably would have talked and gone and met up, that's it.
And talked and met up, is that what you did with the 15-year-old boy in the last case?
I made a mistake of just And I didn't even know he was 15. He told me he was 18.
What did you learn from your previous mistake?
I learned to be more careful, more astute, stay away from, or not to be subjected to either proposition or making propositions to anybody.
But Robert, you're in a home trying to meet a 13-year-old boy. You had to register as a sex offender.
Correct.
Do you see a counselor?
Correct.
You do. And when was the last time you saw your counselor?
About 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. Did you talk about your sexually charged conversation on the internet with a 13-year-old boy?
No.
Why did you tell 13-year-old Luke that you were 40 years younger than you actually are?
Because I think the internet is a place where you just, it's always been a pretension.
A pretension.
You pretend to be this, you pretend to be that, but it's not real.
Is this pretend what you're doing here today?
No.
It seems pretty real to me.
This was real.
Yeah, it's real.
You showing up here is real, yeah.
So what does that say about your ability to distinguish between what is pretend and what is real?
There's a fine line between that. It's kind of a...
You know what could happen to you now as a convicted sex offender?
Correct.
Showing up here. What should happen to you?
I'm not really sure. Probably more enforcement of my counseling.
Well, Robert, I've got to tell you something. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predators. If there's anything else you'd like to say to us, we'd like to hear it. If not, there's obviously nothing I can do to keep you here, and you're obviously free to go. He knows he's in significant trouble. I mean, if you go back and look at the record from the previous case,
Just drop it.
it would appear
keys down.
that he perhaps got probation instead of prison time, because the 15-year-old boy he pleaded guilty to having sex with told him he was old.
How old? 68?
And he wasn't going to catch a break on this one because it said in the transcript this boy was 13.
Robert Lyons.
Yeah.
I had somebody else.
Clearly he's had experience going through the criminal justice system, but it became pretty clear immediately during the police interview that Lyons knew his way around the system and saw no benefit whatsoever in having any meaningful conversation with detectives.
Why are you here? Tell me what's going on today. What are you coming over the house for?
At this point, I think I've talked to an attorney on this.
Okay.
Did I really just say that? Did I do it again? Is there something I'm missing? Is it all in my head? I've got this feeling like we've been here before. Please tell me you like this.
Hey you guys, it's Morticia, and I'm back again, doing it again. The Chatlog readings. These intros are never going to get less awkward, but at this point, it is basically a staple of my channel. So I'm just going to embrace it because people think it's charming, I think, or they're treating me like I'm stupid. I don't know, one or the other, and I think it's definitely the one that paints you guys in the best light. So I don't know what I'm talking about. It's late and I'm rambling already. But I have 2 short ones for you guys this week because I am preparing for a much bigger Chatlog next week, but it'll be recorded Friday, so we still want to have a video this week. But we're just going to do 2 short ones. We're going to bundle them together because they're both so short. And instead of making a 15-minute video, I figure if we do them together, maybe we can get some good recording time like from him. So we are going to do Robert Lyons and Anthony Sorrentino. Robert Lyons is Riverside, Sorrentino is Flagler. And they really don't have anything in common other than they're both gay chats. But other than that, they really have nothing in common. But we're going to do Robert Lyons first, the Lich himself, and then we're going to do Anthony Sorrentino. So we're going to start with Robert Lyons because he makes me laugh. One of my favorite TCAP quotes is when he comes in and Dell says they've finished brushing their teeth and he says, "Your feet?" That's one of the funniest moments of TCAP for me. So we're gonna start with him because his chatlog is nuts. And it is the longer of the two, even though it is super, super short. But so these two, neither one of them have a file. It's another thing they have in common. They do not have files. Therefore, they do not have phone calls. So there are no phone calls for this. So don't stick around for that. But I'm pretty sure that Xavier will have follow-up for at least Robert Lyons. He said he's pretty sure he has some stuff for Lyons. We're not sure about Sorrentino. So there should be at least some follow-up. But either you'll hear that or the chat log will just end. I'm kidding. You'll probably hear that. You'll definitely. For sure. Yeah. Definitely. Anyways, so I'm not going to give you the Patreon spiel about where you can find their files because they don't exist. But so we're just going to get right on into it. We're going to start with Robert Lyons, and the first sentence is 11 months after being convicted for child molestation, Lyons meets Luke. And this bust was by J Alternative. I don't need to tell you guys who J Alternative is if you've been around my chat logs for any decent amount of time and you listen when I talk about the contributors. You would already know who J Alternative is. He did most of the gay chats that you're familiar with. So this is obviously Robert Lyons. He is 69. Actually, I think he was 68 at the time of the bust and then 69 when he got convicted, maybe. But yeah, he says he's 28 and it's hysterical because wow, he does not look it in that picture he sent. So his screen name is Pavlov1234 for some reason. And he's from West Covina, California. And he tried to solicit David 91752, a 13-year-old boy. And he tried to solicit him in the weirdest fucking way possible. Okay, so he kicks us off at 3:31 p.m. in the afternoon. Can't be doing these things in broad daylight. My goodness. God. So he kicks us off at 3:30 in the afternoon on 12/17/2005 with this insane opening line. "You down for getting head? I am me if you is." Then he sends 3 money symbols and then a tonguey face, which is just a fantastic opening move. I've never seen anything like it. Not even a hello, not even a how do you do, not a handshake. No, just immediately, "You down for getting head? I am me if you is." It's just wow, straight into it. And I will be doing a girlier voice for the decoy, even though it is a boy. But again, just to differentiate the two voices. If you've seen me do gay chats on my own before, you guys know the drill. "I want a boy if..." "Cool. Me too." Tonguey face. "How old are you?" 28. Just shave a cool 40 years off of there, bud. 13 Riverside. Where you? Ontario. That far? Nah. What does money symbols mean? Oh, it means I give money to blow. Pay? Yeah. Why? 'Cause I got the money, and I don't mind. I'm not hot, though. What? Why you mean? What? This is impossible to read. He wrote, "What? Why a mean man?" What? Why a mean man? Does he mean, what do you mean, man? I don't fucking know. You guys tell me in the comments what why a mean man means. Thank you. Everybody got some cool qualities. You got a pick? Yeah. Trade? Yeah, sure. Your turn. Okay. Is that your house? Nah, I wish. That in Las Vegas. You look like a rock dude. Thanks, foo. Oh my god, I forgot about foo. Oh my god. Holy shit, this chatlog might kill me. I totally forgot he says foo like that. Oh my god, thanks, foo. Who says that? What year is it? Roberts. I like your pick. You're just saying that. Nah, I'm not. I do like it. I want to be a doctor. What do you do? Yeah, you look like a doctor. No, then I can cure AIDS. You look smart and cool. That's so cool, man. I don't have AIDS, and I'm not getting it. What do you do? I'm a building engineer. I do property management for a lot of big companies. So you went to college? Yeah, I grad from Cal State. I hope you go to college. I will. I get all A's, but don't know where now. Because I wanted you of M, but now we live here. I was like average student. Oh, don't worry about that, man. They wanted me to go to high school here up a grade, but I said no. You gonna do good wherever you at. Well, if you smart enough, you can go to special school. I don't know. We just moved here and no private school because there's more money here, but went to private school at home. Really? Where you moved from? Michigan. Oh, wow. Yeah, but it's cool, man. You gonna do good. No one likes me, but I don't care. You gotta be positive. I just want a boyfriend who likes me lots. Aw, don't feel bad, man. No, if my boyfriend likes me, that is all I care about. You gotta concentrate on being a doctor first. It's easy to get grades. I read a lot. Well, I like you, man. I'm David. I'm Kevin. Cool to meet you, David. You're hot. Why don't you got a boyfriend? Don't got time, man. Busy. I travel all over SoCal. So you just pay for sex? You pretty hot yourself. I'm not. Sometimes, but not all the time. I think so. I like guys with glasses. They look intellectual. What's your height and weight? Such a rude fucking question to ask anyone. I'm 5'8", 140. Nice. You got a pic? Nah, I don't, David. Sorry, man. But I will send when I get new ones. What about you? I got one more. Cool. Can I see it? 'Kay. Tonguey face. You so cute, foo. I hope I don't laugh like that every time he says it. Oh my god. You don't. I'm trying. You so cute, fool. Stupid. Oh god, sorry. Okay, sorry. You don't got no more? Let me check, hang on. Smiley face. Okay. Wow, you're so hot. I got like boned because it looked like at first like you're naked. Hee hee, you got boned. Wow, I wish I saw it, hee hee. As it opened, looked like you might be naked, tonguey face. Tonguey face. I don't like sending naked pics. I get embarrassed. Well, technically he said I get embarrassed. So I'm being really kind to him with my read of what he actually typed. Because what he actually typed there was, I don't like sending naked pics. I get embarrassed. So he's a fucking idiot. I wish I had some. Sorry for the bad spelling. Nah, man, you might get in trouble, fool. No, I won't. I swear. If anyone got on your comp? I delete and got washer. What's washer? It takes stuff off for good. You don't want no one to see. Really? What's the software for that, man? I need it on mine. Yeah, I bet you fucking do. I bet your computer's fucking needs therapy at this point. My cousin gave it to me. So can I see? I don't got it on this comp. I gotta send it to my home comp. It's only me with my naked ass. Shit. Me with my naked ass. At least he's honest. I'm so glad he doesn't have a file. Oh my god. I'm so glad I didn't have to see Robert Lyons' butthole. Oh, thank God. That could have been my life. I would never recover. I would never recover, foo. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Sorry. So we can be like boyfriend, or you pay me to? Yeah, if you want to, that's cool. How much you pay, peeps? I'm like a bottom guy. 80. I wait till I get a boyfriend for that. 80? That's a ton. Yeah, but it's cool. I don't mind. Can I call you? Oh, damn. I gotta go, man. Yeah. And then he gives the phone number. I gotta go shopping. Kevin? Yeah, David? Yep. Okay. That's your cell? Yeah. 'Kay. Talk to you later. Cool chatting with you, man. And then his tonguey face. Gross. And then 12/18/2005. Hi. Hi. Sorry I didn't talk a long time. It's cool, David. So what you up to? Bored. Yeah, I know. It's kind of a boring day. I just got up a little while ago. 'Kay. I'm not much of a phone talker myself. I don't like it. I think I sound gay. I'm actually kind of shy. You got more pics? Nah, you don't, man. Honest. But I probably do. No, you don't. You sound nice. Not like the guys here who just want to use me for sex. Nah, sorry, man. I don't. But I'll send as soon as I get. I promise. Oh, thought you said you had some at home. I did, but my sister deleted everything on it. I was so pissed. I don't let no one touch my pewter. It's locked. Oh, you lucky man. I was thinking about you last night. Really? Yeah. In a cool way, though. Like what you mean? Like when you asked if you can be my boyfriend. You mean you really want to? Yeah, I think I'd like. I think you just wanted to give me money. I'm confused? That's okay. I can do that too. I don't care. But I want to, 'cause I don't mind. Huh? I mean about the money. But if you don't want, it's cool with me. Well, now I'm lost. Okay. I would like you to be my boyfriend if you want to. But I also would like to pay you if you want to. But then that's not like real love, is it? Question mark? If I take money. Real love is not measured by money. It's measured by the kindness and caring of each other. That's what I mean. Okay, I'll use the money to buy you cool stuff. On special occasions. You got a pool? Nah, I don't. Sorry. You got a house? Yeah, but it's not mine. It belongs to my sister. Is she there? Why you ask? Just if we are boyfriends. Yeah, but I'm at work now anyway. Oh, well, we can go to different places. Like where? I don't know. What would you like to do anyways, tonguey face? I don't know. I'm making Christmas cards right now. Cool. Send me one. Like email. What's your address? Nah, just email me one. I like that better. Oh, these I buy at the store and put in mail. This is way easier and more personal. No, I write in all of them. I don't got many to send, like just my mom and grandparents. Okay. You're so cool. You want me to mail you one? They're funny. You're very special. Nah, it's cool. A lot of times I never get my mail anyway. I think someone steals it. Well, that's not cool. I know. I'm getting a P.O. box. This way I won't miss. I'll let you know when I get. What's that? It's like an address for mail only. I mean, we can mess around in it. I mean, we can't. Huh? I mean, it's like the box in the post office. You go there and open up the box for your mail. Open up the box for your mail. Yeah, that, okay. This is impossible to read. Oh my god. Oh, okay. It's open 24 hours, yeah. I keep looking at your pics. Thanks, David. You're special. And now you really want to be boyfriends? Yeah, I really do. I'll be your girlfriend and you be my boyfriend. Huh? Never mind, it's cool. Are you a girl? Nah, sometimes I wish I was. Really? Yeah, please don't tell anybody, okay? I don't know no one. But not all the time. Why you want to be a girl? Only sometimes. But why? When I'm with a guy, I don't act like a girl. I see lots of pics here of guys and girls stuff. LOL. You do that? I'm embarrassed. Sometimes. You like it? I don't know. Would you like me to wear them? I never tried it. It feels weird. What you wear? Panties, bra. So not like a dress? Nah. You hate me, don't you? No, I like you lots. Okay. Thanks, David. I don't have many friends. I don't got any. Yeah, you do. You got me, fool. Oh, God. You got me, fool. And my axe. Really? Yeah. I like that. Me too. You got pics and girl stuff? Huh. No, man. I just see guys in dress, that's it. Would you go to bed with me if I was wearing panties? JK. And again, a contender for the most serious a man has ever been while saying JK. I believe this is first place. You really want me to go to bed with you like your boyfriend? I don't know. Do you? I don't care if you wear girl stuff. No, I won't. But you like it. Not all the time. I do what you want. You should do what you want to do. Well, I don't know what to do. Oh well, it'll happen. I gotta go. Okay. You be here later? Like what time? Probably. I gotta go shopping. Okay, see you later. Okay, David. Peace. Buy a dress. LOL. No, really, I want to see. OMG. Are you mad? Nah. I don't get mad. XX. Bye. Bye. And then we pick up much, much later. Because remember the last one was 12/18? 2005. And now we pick up after New Year's on 1/02/06. Hi. You're here. Hi. Tonguey face. I miss not talking. I've been so busy. I'm sorry. I've been thinking about you. I know. I like talking to you. I look at your pics all the time. Really? You're so sweet, David. Hope you had a cool Xmas. What's boring? Aw, really? What'd you do? Oh, David. Nothing. Went to my cousin's house for dinner. Why you so busy? Opened presents and stuff. At work. They're sending me all over the place. I don't mind. It gets me out of the office. So how you been? Just bored. Me too, kinda. Did you buy a dress? No, I didn't, man. I changed my mind. I've been thinking and I want to try it with you. Try what? Like girl clothes. Oh, no, don't. I was just messing, man. Really? Yeah, I used to think about it, but not anymore. Oh, I just wanted you to like me. Really? Oh, David, I'm gonna cry. You're so sweet, and I do like you. I really do. You like to kiss? I never done it. It's good. I'll show you how to French. I want to, totally. Okay, I will. I can't wait. When is good? My dad goes Friday to Sunday night. You mean you're gonna be alone? Yeah, he let me stay alone now, but he calls. Okay, that's cool. Do we need rubbers? Do they hurt? I don't know. I don't fuck guys, but if you want, you can do me. I got some. I never done it. How big are you? 5, but still growing? You can do me doggy style if you want. What's that? I'll show you. I'll suck you first, okay? I come and still hard. It hurts. Really? Does it hurt when you come? No, like when I come and then it stays hard. It hurts, then I come again and then again. Really? Wow, you a coming machine. That's good. You can come in my mouth. I do what you say. No, I want you to do what you want. I don't know what to do. Tonguey face. Okay. I hope I can show you. I will. Tonguey face. You live in a house or apartment? House. Oh, okay. Riverside? Address. Edited. Oh, yeah, I know where das. You got my number, yeah? I wrote it in my book so no one find it. Okay. What are you wearing now? Sweats. Oh, okay. You got a boner. Tonguey face. JK. BRB. Okay. That's my dad. I gotta go. Okay, talk to you later. And then at the end, that is the end of the chat log itself. And at the end, it has this. Lyons was not on AOL often. The final meeting arrangements were made by my verifier, General So. As stated, Lyons is a second-time offender in California. Below are the charges and terms for his probation, for which he was sentenced for having sexual contact with a minor. And then it lists his arrest charges, such as, PC 288C, lewd act with child under 14, or it lists all of that, and his restrictions. And so I'm not going to read all of that. It will just be boring. But we will read his conviction, as we always do. We have to give him a sliminess rating. I'm going to go with, I don't know, that's hard. He was pretty gross at the end, but it was so short, it was hard to say. I'm going to give him a 4. I think he's just a solid 4. I wonder what the perverted justice people said. Okay, so they gave him a sliminess rating of 4.14. So I was close. I said 4, they said 4.14. I was right on the money there. All right. So for his conviction, they quoted the part where he said he was 28. 28. Try 69 years old and already a registered sex offender. Robert Lyons is one of those guys that should never be allowed to walk the streets. 69 years old and taking pictures of himself as if he were younger, pretending to be younger, all to try to get underage kids to have sex with him. Already a registered sex offender for having sex with a 14-year-old boy, Lyons was back out on the street immediately. He only got a year in 2005 for molesting a 14-year-old boy, and even worse, the year was to be served on weekends only. Thankfully, when he found his next target, it turned out to be pervertedjustice.com contributor J Alternative, posing as a 13-year-old. Lyons would eventually show up at our Riverside Dateline sting operation. Even though 51 showed up over 3 days, Lyons stood out. Literally one of the most disturbing individuals we'd ever supplied evidence on. Lyons has been held in jail ever since that arrest in Riverside, which occurred in January 2006. He has a $1 million bond that he simply could not make. His conviction was assured, but he strung it out anyways, wasting the time of the state by attempting to have his scumbag attorney challenge the recording of the evidence against him. Rejected at every level, Lyons eventually ran out of legal challenges when the California Supreme Court ruled in favor of our evidence against the challenges of Lyons' attorney. He will receive a state prison term of 5 years. Of course, he's been in jail for the last year and a half, so that time counts against his sentence. As of this writing, August 2007, Lyons' sentence will finish sometime in late 2010. He will be around 73 years in age and is extremely likely to reoffend. And then we have contributor notes from J Alternative. Robert Lyons is a very dangerous individual. Arrested 11 months prior for molesting a young boy, he continues to prey on the net and fortunately ran into a perverted justice and the Riverside, California Sheriff's Department. As you read the chat, you will see Lyons repeatedly offers my 13-year-old character, Luke, money in exchange for sex. Lyons was in the position financially to hire Barry Sands, Esquire, to represent him. Sands attempted to challenge California's two-party law to get Lyons off. He took his case all the way to California Supreme Court, which, as like the other court's rulings, he lost. Special thanks to Deputy District Attorney Jessica Brown, the Riverside Sheriff's Department, and my verifier, General So. Enjoy your retirement, Lyons. And that is the end of Robert Lyons. So he was pretty gross. That was a weird chat. There's a part in there where you almost start to feel bad for him in a way. He seems like really confused about who he is and how he feels, and you can really tell that there's a lot of shame wrapped up inside of him. And so there's a little bit of you that starts to feel bad about that when you forget the context is that he's actually grooming a child. And then you're like, oh shit, that's, and then obviously that little touch of sympathy disappears. But there is a moment in that chat where you're like, wow, imagine feeling that way about yourself all the time. That must be a lot to carry around. And it doesn't excuse anything he did. And he's a horrific monster. Drag him out back. Put him in the wood chipper. I don't give a shit. But I'm just saying it's interesting to see that side of a predator, and to have that moment is a very, very strange feeling before I snap back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Sorry, the intrusive thoughts run 1. Okay. So, that's the end of Robert Lyons. Stick around for his follow-up. Hey guys, I'm here with the follow-up. So we have follow-up on both Robert Lyons and Anthony Sorrentino. And Sorrentino's is longer than Robert Lyons, which is not what I was expecting. But they're both pretty long, so we're going to get into it. I'm not going to read the screenshots because, as always, Xavier's done a really good job of distilling down the important parts of them, that reading the screenshot itself is unnecessary when you have that explanation of what's on them. But they will be in their files, which I have posted on my Patreon and Discord, which I remember, if you guys remember, I said that they didn't have files, but I made them each a file specifically for Xavier's follow-up. So they do have a file now, but it's just the follow-up stuff, and those are posted in the usual places, both on Patreon and in the Discord. So, let's get on with Robert Lyons' follow-up first. And the introductory sentence that Xavier wrote is quick follow-up on both Robert Lyons and Anthony Sorrentino. Not a ton here, but a few things on both. And then it says, lol, that's what I wrote as my intro in Notepad right as I started digging around. This is my coming back and making fun of my assumption. It's another long one. No investment opportunities this time unless you are considering adding nightmare fuel to your investment portfolio. In which case, call me Xavier on mobile. That joke works better in text, but it still made me laugh. Okay, so Robert Lyons. He says, first up, Robert Lyons was a super memorable predator for me due to the 68 to 28 bullshit, and also because of the photo he sent and the reality of his picture when arrested. I used the contrast when doing presentations back in the day, and it always garnered quite a reaction. Shockingly, he's still alive. It still seems to be married to the same woman that he was married to back then. Yeah, woman. I know. Convicted of molesting an actual 14-year-old boy and convicted from our Riverside sting, but hey, just some things to overlook, no need for a divorce. I saw some speculation online that he might be dead due to being RSO non-compliant in 2025, but I don't think he's dead. After combing through the social media of his wife, who is also still alive at 88 years old, and their children, my belief is that he's still alive. They are all very careful not to mention him. The real estate company his wife started back in 1980 is still active and in the same exact location. Some of their children work for it, likely has been the thing that has kept him alive longer than most other predators managed due to the reliability of that income and the support of his wife. His wife is still active on social media at 88. He may be non-compliant due to health issues, but I certainly believe he's still alive and at the same address of the property he bought with his wife in 2017. People might find the fact that he is most likely still alive a bit insane, given that, well, he looked 88 at 68. But his AOL profile from when we got him arrested saw him go on and on about his passion for hiking, backpacking, and the like. Quote from his AOL profile back in December 2005, quote, I wait, train, cycle, backpack, my true love, watch the sunset, play racquetball. Now, I don't quite know if Lyons Sr. filled out that profile or he used the AOL of his account of his son to do the chatting. Assuming Lyons Sr. wrote the profile, his longer lifespan than most TCAP predators would make sense. Additionally, he lives in Southern California, and the company his wife started seems to have been lucrative. So despite his face over the last 20 years looking like Salvador... Jesus, sorry. Oh, God. So despite his face over the last 20 years looking like a Salvador Dali painting, being wealthy and in one of the nicest climates in the country does a lifespan long. And now here's the files included on Lyons. Number 1, Lyons identification. .png. Including this because of the TCAP wiki claim that Frag, Dell, and Chris Hansen were the ones on camera to identify that he's an RSO by comparing pictures, but no. We had him identified mid-December 2005 when Jay first started working the log. Riverside was weeks later. Apparently, he almost threw off Jay due to Lyons having the legs of a much younger man at 68, which again, hiking, backpacking apparently can trick folks online. Still, he was not ID'd at the house as the wiki claims. Jay was working California ahead of us announcing the Riverside sting to our Chatlog volunteers. 2. Lyons' profile on AOL from December 2005. Part of me thinks that he shared this profile with his son due to the mention of getting a degree in engineering in 1998. That part I'm a bit confused by, as his son also got a degree in engineering in 1998. I have a hard time believing a 60-year-old Robert Lyons in 1998 finishing an engineering degree, though I guess stranger things have happened. The idea that Lyons Sr. might have used the accounts of Lyons Jr. to look for young kids online to have sex with just adds another layer of creepy to him. 3. Schedule from D3 with Lyons.png. Just a screenshot from back during the Riverside sting of simply how insanely and absurdly packed our scheduling was. We were very fortunate that Lyons didn't show up at the same time as one or two other predators. 4. Details on lawyersgoal.png. One of the enduring myths about the show and our work in general is that, quote, oh, they just pled out, didn't hire good lawyers. I think you know now just how untrue that was. We faced all sorts of high-priced lawyers back in the day. The lawyer hired by Sorry, I fucked that up completely. The lawyer hired by Lyons mounted a spirited, energetic attempt at a defense, challenging admissibility on multiple grounds before chiefly trying to get our shit tossed due to, quote, two-party consent for recordings. Nonsense. This went all the way to the California Supreme Court, our evidence holding up every step of the way. 5. 1 appeals against two-party nonsense.png. And the end result from that era, which was, as I said, the California Supreme Court ruling that two-party consent didn't apply to such chatlog recordings, meaning that Lyons' case set important case precedent for our work. I didn't include screenshots of all the work I did thumbing through the social media of his wife and children to come to the conclusion that he's still alive, so trust me bro.png will survive. Okay, that is all the follow-up on Robert Lyons. Again, remember there's no phone calls, so there will be none of those. But stick around for Anthony Sorrentino, and there will be follow-up on him as well, even longer than the Lyons follow-up. So, I will see you guys, future Tish, will see you guys after past Tish is done reading you that chat log. Bye!
Scott, if you can hear me, you need to go to the door and let this guy in.
Hey. Back at the undercover house, our male decoy is greeting this 39-year-old waiter named Anthony Sorrentino. Online, Sorrentino, calling himself Italian Lover 37, has one of the shortest and most direct chats we've ever seen, with a decoy who tells him he's 14 years old. After just 10 minutes, Sorrentino writes,
"What you looking for?"
"I don't know. You?"
"Well, hot sex. What else?"
But soon, Sorrentino is suspicious.
"How do I know you're not a cop?"
I don't know. How do I know you're not my dad setting me up?"
Then he tells the boy he will perform oral sex on him and asks the boy to call him with directions to his house. A perverted justice decoy obliges.
3-story tall, yellow house.
And within 15 minutes, Sorrentino is at the door.
You can sit here if you want. Just sit down. You want something to drink or anything?
No, I'm okay.
You are a fast mover. Please have a seat right there. Just please, Sean. What are you doing here? Relax. Just calm down. Tell me what's going on.
Nothing. I was just gonna...
Just gonna what?
Talk to the kid.
What were you gonna talk about?
I don't know. Baseball.
Baseball.
Football.
Anything else? You seem a little more nervous than somebody who was going to come over here and talk about baseball or football. Now, how old did this boy say he was online?
14.
And you thought it was okay at 39 to come over here and see a 14-year-old boy?
Wow. I was just going to hang out with him.
Just hang out.
I wasn't going to do anything with him.
You exchange names and ages, and about 45 seconds later, if that, you say you're looking for hot sex. What do you suppose would have happened if there was a 14-year-old boy here, willing to have sex?
I was scared.
You were scared?
Yeah.
Why would you be scared if you were just coming over here to talk?
Because I just don't think I could have done it anyway.
I mean, you get why this is wrong.
Yeah.
And you know, here in Florida, that's against the law, and you can go to jail for it because it's a felony.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Now, the other problem for you is that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet kids for sex online. Have you seen our stories before?
Yeah.
Catch a Predator show?
Yeah.
So you've seen the show?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you're on it. If there's anything else you'd like to say to us, we'd like to hear it. If not, clearly you can go.
I'm just sorry. I just wish they didn't air that.
Outside, Sorrentino meets the Flagler Beach Police.
On the ground. Turn around. Turn around. Stand stop. Out.
During a search of his car, police find marijuana and condoms. Later, Sorrentino tells the investigator he has a mental illness.
Well, I'm bipolar, so I'm on medication.
For bipolar, okay. And have you taken all your medication today?
Yeah, I just take it at night.
Then he explains how the online chat started.
What about seeing him online made you want to talk to him?
Oh, because he was new. I'd never seen him online before.
Okay. How long did it take before you found out that he was 14 or 15?
He told me right away.
Told you right away. Did that bother you?
Yeah, it did.
It did? Okay.
Yeah.
But still, you came here and you planned to have sex with him?
I guess. Honestly, I was just really turned on, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I probably, that's what I was thinking, I guess. I don't know what I was going to do.
Sorrentino is charged with 2 felony counts, including attempting a lewd act upon a child. He also faces a misdemeanor charge for the marijuana police found in his car. He later pleaded not guilty.
Okay, now we'll get into Anthony Sorrentino. So, this was a Flagler sting. This was a Flagler. It was the Flagler sting. They only did one in Flagler. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyways, he's from Flagler. And I can't remember if he was aired or unaired. I really don't remember. But this is one of the shortest chats to ever exist. So we're just going to pop it on here in the back and we're going to talk about it. But first we'll read it. God damn, it's so short. Anyways. So it starts out with, Anthony is proof that these guys exist in your backyard. And this bust was by Don Pedro. And obviously he's Anthony. He's 39. His screen name is Italian Lover 37. And he's from Bunnell. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Bunnell, Florida. And he tried to solicit Doin' Da Do 1992, which is a great screen name, a 14-year-old boy. So it has an introductory paragraph. So it says, here's the chat between Anthony and myself. Anthony is yet another predator that I found on gay.com during the Flagler Beach sting. As you will see, it takes about 18 minutes from the time Anthony initiates contact with me to the time the chat ends. Anthony also lives about 10 minutes from where the bust house was located. It just goes to show that these guys exist everywhere, near and far. And so it starts out on 12/8/2006 at 3:30 p.m. 3:39 p.m. Another 3:30 p.m. Again, just doing this in broad daylight. Oh my god. Insane. So Italian Lover kicks us off with, really nice cute bottom, looking for nice good looking guys to have fun with and maybe get serious, from Daytona Beach. And then he says, hi. Hi. 14M Flagler County, you? Me too. How are you? Where are you exactly? Yeah, we're about, well, it took a while to respond to them. So we're about 6 minutes into this conversation. He's already trying to locate this child. That's scary. Just think about that. It took him less than 10 minutes to try to track this child down in real life. That's so scary. Sorry, that mood really shifted there. That just really creeped me out. Whew. I'm in the Palm Coast area. You? Right on 100. So what you doing this eve? Off all day here. This eve? I don't know. Why? Just bored. Oh, okay. What your stats? 5'8", 145, 14, almost 15, light brown hair, brown eyes. You? Really? You're that young? Yes, I am. I'm typical Italian, stocky, muscular, cute face, nice body. Ah, Anthony, the problem is I've seen you, bud. I've seen you. That's not you at all, sweetie. Yeah, I see your pic. How tall, though? I'm better looking than my pic, though lost some weight, 5'8". Cool, you don't look bad from your pic. What you looking for? I don't know, you? Well, hot sex, what else? Well, I never had it with a guy before. Really? Are you gay? They met on gay.com. Well, bye. I mess around with a guy before. It's hot, isn't it? But not all the way. Oh my god, yes. How do I know you're not a cop? I don't know. How I know you're not my dad setting me up. What do you want to do with a guy? You like getting your cock sucked? Yeah. Is it nice? I got that from a chick, but not from a guy. Yeah, dude, it rules. Hot. Are you home alone now? Yeah, my pops is at work for a while longer. So what, you want me to come over and have hot sex? Well, I can't drive nowhere, so you, have to come here first. I pick you up? Oh. Or you just want to play there? We can play here. He won't be home till 9. Okay, call me and give me directions. Okay, what's your number? He gives his number. Okay, but I gotta tell you, I actually live in Flagler Beach. It's just so small, I don't usually tell people that. I live right down the road. I know. Cool. Okay, I'm going to call now. Okay. Oh, hey, what's your name? I'm Derek. Go ahead. Gotta know who to ask for. John. And then it says the verifier called the phone number and gave Anthony the address. Anthony showed up a very, very short time later. Thankfully, he didn't find what he was looking for when he arrived. So that was pretty gross. I'm gonna give him a standard 4 on the sliminess scale. He's higher up on the scary scale because any dude who moves that fast is scary to me. The fast movers really freak me out. They're so pushy and ready to make this happen. Oh my god, they give me the creeps. But let's see what the Peach voters said. 3.96. I was close. I was super close. See, me and the Peach voters are in sync with each other. We know each other. So for the conviction, they quoted the part where he said, so what? You want Ike to come over and have hot sex? No, we want you to come over and have a jail term, LOL. So what can you do in 28 minutes? Anthony Sorrentino here can meet an underage male teen, have a quick sexual conversation, get an address, and arrive. Yes, in as little as 28 minutes. Sorrentino went from saying hi to our decoy to saying hi to Chris Hansen. That has to be a speed record for a Predator. Hell, he did that in half the time it takes to watch a To Catch a Predator episode to begin with. For his time not well spent, Sorrentino received 17 months in prison, followed by 8 years sex offender probation. He will also register as a sex offender in Florida. Now that's the kind of sentence we like. Nice work, Florida. And then contributor notes from Don Pedro. We sometimes talk about the different types of guys we encounter while combating these online predators. The groomer, the fast mover, etc. Italian Lover 37, aka Anthony Sorrentino, is the definition of a fast mover. It took him all of 18 minutes to decide to hop in his car, drive about 10 minutes, and molest a young boy. Usually with fast movers, we will have some time to prepare everything while the predator drives towards the house. We had no such luxury with Anthony. It seriously took less than an hour from the time he contacted me to the time he was in handcuffs, and that includes the time he was being interviewed by Chris Hansen. The thought that a young kid's life could be forever harmed in that short of window of time, well, that's why we're combating online predators is such an important job. Anthony Sorrentino is also a guy who both infuriates me and scares the hell out of me at the same time. By reading the brief chat log, you can tell that Anthony knows what he is doing, that he is doing something wrong. His compulsion to prey on a young kid was too much in the end. Thankfully, he got what he deserved, a decent jail sentence and sex offender registration. Thanks must go out to the Flagler Beach PD. They take the problem of predators like Anthony Sorrentino seriously, and the people of Flagler Beach should be proud of their officers. Also, the State Attorney's Office of Flagler County and ASA Jennifer Carlson deserve much praise as well. Their hard work ensures that these predators receive their just punishments. So that is the end of Anthony Sorrentino, and that is the end of this chat log. Well, there's still follow-up, so you can stick around for that. But yeah, that's the end of the chat log. Oh my god, you guys. My brain has melted out of my ears. I am dying. It's okay. Anyways, so this Friday is the Drunken Record between Hey Blinken and I, and we're doing Todd Spikes. So, I don't know, pray for us, whatever your religion is. Just send a shout to the big man upstairs, just for us to get through that. Because Todd Spikes is a black hole that'll suck you in. You'll never get out again. And we're going to be under the influence doing it. So this is... It's either going to be my masterpiece or a total disaster. So that's exciting. That'll be next week. And I don't know, maybe I'll surprise drop it on you guys. I don't know. Nah, it'll probably be the same time as always. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. So, I love you guys. Subscribe to Malice, subscribe to Gloom, subscribe to Hey Blinken, subscribe to everybody. Do the things you're supposed to do, blah, 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 blah. Join the Patreon, join the Discord if you want to. All the links are in the video description. And, yeah. Sorry about the fact there's no calls for these and they're so short. I'll be back next week with something much longer. Okay. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, it is Future Tish doing your Anthony Sorrentino follow-up. So this one's pretty long, so I'm not going to screw around too much. We're just going to get right into it. So, Xavier says, Anthony Sorrentino. This was an arrest from our Flagler sting, and as Lyons was a good example of our work setting important case precedent, Sorrentino was a great example of how our work changed laws, and a great example to all older men that you should simply shave your head when you start losing your hair, and a healthy dose of nightmare fuel. Files included on Sorrentino. Bipolar defense article on Sorrentino.png. Sorrentino's big defense was, hey, he's bipolar and impulsive. Yeah, I can imagine a couple of your listeners finding that offensive. Pretty sure that trying to bang minors isn't a side effect of bipolar disorder, but hey, you can always find a psychologist to pay off to have submit testimony on your behalf after a whole 2 hours of simply talking to someone. Also, his brother did a big whiny thing about, oh, go easy on him, he was molested too. And this is supposed to be sung, but I don't know to what tune, but he wrote, because that makes it better, doobie-doobie-doo. And I love the part about how their mother was Christian, and that the brother had ditched on Sorrentino, but was now at his side every day. Dickhead. 2. Push for better laws due to Flagler, 1, 2, and 3, PNG. This is just 3 news stories of how the Flagler sting and TCAP in general caused Florida to triple the penalties for these offenses, and also close some loopholes that were frustrating law enforcement and prosecutors. I could dig up dozens and dozens of articles from that era of our work creating laws against online child solicitation or strengthening them. Which, just to break in here as a Morticia thing, that is one of the reasons I am so slavishly devoted to perverted justice, because of that. Because they did so much to help the laws change. But, I mean, you guys can, keep on shit-talking them, it's fine. No, it's not. It's actually not. It's really not. It really makes me angry. I better not catch a single one of you guys reiterating that they wouldn't turn over the hard drives. Shit. Not a single one of you. Okay, sorry, back to it. But our work didn't do any good, and the show was just a prurient circus sideshow without any benefit. Sorrentino is mentioned in a couple of those, hence including them. 3. Shave your head for fuck's sake. .png. The most recent RSO photo of Anthony Sorrentino. He keeps clinging on to that sad little remnant of a mop of hair. Why? What is with my fellow old-ass fucking dudes that try to hang on to those few remaining follicles? Look at how bad his hair is, Morty. Imagine walking around like that for 20 years or so. Tell your older dude viewers to shave their heads when it starts to go. Don't be like an Anthony Sorrentino. For that and many other reasons, of course. So this is your Morticia PSA. Just shave it off. Stop it. Stop it. Smallclaimscourt.png. A screenshot of a small claims settlement filing against Sorrentino. I dug into LVNV Funding, who brought the action, and they're an extremely predatory credit card debt collection agency. So hey, Sorrentino ain't doing that well financially oh my god, I can't talk apparently. So hey, Sorrentino ain't doing as well financially as old Lyons is apparently. And then next one, nightmarefuel.png. Florida has a neat little tool that shows you the proximity of RSOs to schools. Here's one from a high school that Sorrentino lives 1.6 miles within 1.6 miles of. Just give it a quick scroll and check out the faces. I only screenshot the ones within 2 miles. And if every state had this tool, you'd probably see a similar result of this sort of morass of monsters within a couple miles of every school in the country. Their tool even lists schools by name with how many RSOs live within a mere mile. Neat stuff. Every state should do that. Now you might be saying, hey Xavier, thanks for the nightmare fuel. Oh, so appreciated. Just what old Morty wanted to ring in 2026. But Mortalina, guess what? Fuck nightmare fuel. Let's gas the video up with nightmare jet fuel. No, let's not. So I was Googling Sorrentino's specific apartment address and saw an LLC registered to that mailing address from like 2021. And I'm like, oh, he's got a business. Yay, rabbit hole. But no, on the business. And yes, on the rabbit hole. It wasn't his business. It was the last person who lived in his specific apartment's business. So on a lark, I Googled that guy's name, and wouldn't you know it, he was an RSO too. What a quinkydink. But then I was curious, so I took another look at the screenshot I sent you with all the RSOs living near Sorrentino, and I saw a commonality. Harn Boulevard. That's really hard to say, by the way. As the address, over and over and over. Of course, this is because the apartment complex that Sorrentino lives is absolutely filled with RSOs living on Section 8 housing allowances. If you check out the nightmarefuel.png and just look for Harn Boulevard, you'll see what I mean. Pretty much all of his neighbors seem to be RSOs at first glance. So was this some sort of designated halfway house-style apartment complex for Florida RSOs? A place to keep them all housed nearby for, sex offender counseling, oversight, a whole Florida program to try and quarantine and treat these types of people, a government-funded area to try to make society safer with outreach and counseling? Of course! Come on, this is America. You already know that's a stupid thought. I went and found a website with reviews of the apartment complex that old Sorrentino lives in. And there's the link to apartmentratings.com, Florida Clearwater. Here's a read of some of the reviews. Here are just a smattering of the 23 or so reviews. 1-star review, total wackadoo review. Started some rumor I was registered sex offender, lived there 2 years around 2011, nothing but spreading lies like there's never been an arrest on me about sex or anything, like the good luck you'll be the next to die. That's a really good review, by the way. Like, that's such a good review. Okay. 2.5-star review. I wonder what it would take for a 1-star review. Quote, to say there are no pedophiles is a huge lie. One quick search and there are at least 13 in the 2500 block of Harn Boulevard, several of them at this complex. I don't know if you all need to have it updated or what, but don't lie to parents. I was contemplating moving here, but I would never be comfortable. Parents choose wisely. And then 2-star review again, what does it take for a 1-star review? Quote, went to inquire about possibly renting a condo from the owner named Muhammad. I've read several negative reviews about this place, as well as him as a landlord, but I decided to see for myself. This particular unit was a 1-bedroom and quite small. He wanted $2,500 to move in. This complex is flooded with sex offenders and addicts, and he was acting like it was a luxury there. I believe perhaps he made up a crazy amount to move in after I mentioned it would be for me and my boyfriend. Apparently it's okay to rent to pedophiles and drug dealers, but not to a gay couple who both have legal employment. Very shady landlords here. I felt he came up with a ridiculous move-in price due to our sexuality. This place is definitely not worth $2,500 to move in. It's laughable. We are now moving into a much cleaner and updated studio apartment with real maintenance and security for half the moving cost. Muhammad would rather rent to Section 8 drug dealers, addicts, and pedophiles instead of a gay couple who are both employed. It's probably a good thing we didn't move in here. I'm sure it would have been a nightmare. I've been to the property and it's sketchy. Stay away and don't rent here if you have kids. It's bottom of the barrel community and ran by slumlords. Please look elsewhere. Okay, next one. And this is a 1-star review. My wife and I are searching for places to rent and doing sex offender and predator searches before we move to another place. We just looked and there are 33 offenders and multiple predators just within this complex. Beware. A 3.5-star review to present the other side of the coin. Yeah, they probably all just peed in public. I have lived in Morningside 3 for almost 2 years now and have not seen anything bad happen here. I would like these people to show me one case of a child molestation case here. There are none that I have heard of. The sheriff's office used to put flyers up, which is fine, as people that live in the area that have been charged with some sort of sexual crime, which could include peeing in public, which I have not seen either. But I have not seen those in about a year. I see children playing all the time, and they have not been approached at all. I have seen the police here a few times, but no more than any apartment complex does, and I have never seen anyone leaving cuffs. All in all, I have found it a nice place to live where most of the people just live, work, and get along. The articles I read were to the least unfair and judgmental, and made me wonder if maybe the writers possibly had other axes to grind. Yeah, it's totally fine. Just move your fucking kids into this pedophile-laden apartment complex. Great idea. The reviews stretch back 2 decades, and aside from a couple people who greatly enjoy living in this shithole, they're all the same story. I actually looked it up and saw that there's a HOA that governs these apartments. That must be the HOA from fucking hell. So yeah, just a couple that owns 3 apartment complexes that they fill with Section 8 RSOs from bottom to top. Not a state program to house and treat these people, not anything organized. Just an absentee landlord couple creating an RSO landfill in Clearwater, Florida. And one of them is old Sorrentino here. To finish, let's see what Reddit says about the Morningside area of Clearwater, Florida, in a review from a month ago. Gee, what's this post downvoted to the bottom of the thread with a couple angry replies to it? And then if you go to the link, it is a bunch of people arguing about the apartment building, whether it's safe or not. There's a comment that says, Morningside itself is a decent to good neighborhood, but the area directly to the east of it is not. There are a lot of extended stay motels and Section 8 projects off of 19 that house people who will look for trouble. They only rarely stray into the neighborhood itself, but everything east of the bike path that runs along US 19 is what I would call a troubled area. And then that's downvoted, and then everyone's just like freaking out on each other. Like, not true. This is loaded with undesirables. This is the biggest bullshit ever. How dare you speak on what you don't know? Like, and I agree with Xavier's last sentence of never change. So some social media websites never change. Yeah, that's basically what they're doing. Just freaking out. So that was the entire follow-up on Anthony Sorrentino. I hope you guys enjoyed finding out what's going on with him and his surrounding area. That was a really good follow-up. Thanks, Xavier. So all that's left is the usual stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Subscribe to all the people that you should be subscribing to. And I don't know. Leave me a comment. Tell me you like me. I'm kidding. I just don't know I just don't know how to end things. I can't start things and I can't end things. My outros and my intros are all awkward. So I'm just gonna say I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.
I know where we're going, but it's anyone's guess. The party's just started and I'm already a mess. Maybe it's karma, or maybe dumb luck. Either way, this is perfect, and I don't give a fuck. I'm just looking for fun, but it's getting too late. You're just playing a game, and I'm taking the bait. So just have a seat right over there. We're doing this again, so try not to be scared.